Hello everybody, welcome back to Ethereal Arts Studio, where I'm an artist, you're an artist, we are all artists. So today, I'm gonna be sculpting the Xenomorph Chestburster from the 1979 classic, Alien. So when I sculpt, I usually start by drawing the model so that it can be an accurate size. I'm gonna base it on this drawing. I trace the wooden stand that I'm gonna use to mount the model. And it's twofold really. As I mentioned, I use it as a scale reference, and also it helps me draw up inspiration so that I can become very motivated for this project. So what I'm going to do now is use the wire to build the armature, or the skeleton if you will. It's always a good idea to have one when you're sculpting because it'll help the model obviously stay put and not topple over. So it's also a good idea to screw it onto the stand that you're going to use, and also to use foil to build up, some bones and some meat, so that you will have to use less clay. Trying to soften it up, which I would argue is the hardest part of the whole project, to get that clay nice and soft, to then put it onto the armature as I'm doing here. So you put it on, you try to make it the shape, obviously, of the character that you're making. So now that I made the shape of the chestburster, right, that snake-like shape, I'm gonna use different tools that I have, all of which are really easily available at any of the art stores. And I'm going to use those to shape the creature, to start making it look more, like the movie version of it. I'm also going to use my fingers. Now, you got to realize that your fingers are like the most important tools when it comes to sculpting. And the clay, if you're using polymer clay, will do whatever you need it to do. You knead it, meaning you soften it, and then you use your imagination and your patience so that the clay will do what you need it to do. So here I'm rolling very, very thin part so that I can then apply it to the face, so that I can begin to make the lip or the mouth, the upper mouth. So I use this thick ball-like ending of this tool to make to push in the mouth and then to shape it. So more and more smoothing, more touching it up. Here's the infamous rib cage, outer rib cage that the Xenomorph has. And here I'm using some plastic so that I can make some of the ridges, some of the lines with a sharp tool without going too deep. Here I'm adding the jaw and making the fangs. And more than anything, just taking my time. It's very important just to take your time and to have fun, right? And I definitely want to thank you guys for your time. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I want to encourage you to try sculpting. The more that you do it, the easier it gets. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this one. And here I put baby in the corner so that I can start to prepare to airbrush. I add white, yellow, and a little bit of red, which I found out later I did a little too much, to then airbrush. So then I start using it. You can see the colors start coming out, but at first it was too orange. So then it became too yellow because I added more yellow. Then finally I got just about the right tone. And here I'm adding or mixing gloss with red paint to make the blood shiny. So I'm going to make it liquidy too, very liquidy. And I add a little bit of black to make it darker. Start to apply it to this beast. But at first it is watery and on purpose, and it's pretty light. It's only the first coat, if you will. But I am letting it drip, letting it look more natural, right? Instead of painted on, it's more of a dripping kind of application. And onto a second, darker and thicker, less water, application of blood. So I'm going to use a little bit of metallic paint for those famous silver teeth of the alien. And here I have a white shirt that I'm going to rip open because this alien is ready to burst out. Well, thank you so much for watching the video and getting very messy with me. I totally appreciate it. And I would appreciate it even more if you would comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Check out all our other gruesome, bloody videos. And check out etherealartsstudio.com.